Alright, welcome back. Thanks for investigations. This is a big mess now. Let's just continue. I came back to the hideout not long after what? I came back to the hideout long after the other two. That time, Lights had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied up Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. Later, the two of us put on our costumes and made our escape. What? Mr. Deacon must have escaped after you left, right? I let it attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. Planned to meet up again at the stage at the stadium. But then, I was walking through the park, got a call from Lights on my cell phone. I managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. I also stole the gun from me at that point. And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet up at the stage. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pope saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree? Why does that sound wrong to me? Must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail. Okay, he was subdued. How did Lance look at that time? He looked shocked. He also looked a little down. I saw that sadness in his eyes. Thank you, that's enough for now. What of Mr. Deacon? What was the situation like? You're sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw? Yes, I am certain of what I saw. You go to the other room to check. Let's say that it was best if I didn't get too close to him. He's a kind soul. Then why are you telling me that you did not confirm it was Mr. Deacon for yourself? I checked through the slit in the door that separates the two doors. He had a badger's head on, so I was absolutely sure. It had to be Mr. Deacon. So a bad badger head. Are you sure? Like, really sure? The tied up Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume. Yes, and I'm pretty that she misread the whole situation. Yes, you should. The person you saw was not the victim. What? Why not? I'll tell you why not. With this. This, Miss Hope, shows the person you saw was not the victim. Because it was left in the room because it was me. Miss Pulps, the person you saw is not Mr. Deacon at all. Huh? The person you actually saw was this person. Me. It was me. Huh? The person I saw was you, Mr. Edgeworth. I always thought it was a bit odd. Why the kidnappers abduct me even if I had to hand up the ransom? None of those I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. And there was this point to it all. It was to make it look like Mr. Deacon. And that was the reason for which I was abducted. And I believe we can assume the victim was already dead at that time. Well, Lance, am I right? That's... You showed Miss Popes a person, namely me with a bad badger's head on. And you made your costume escape together, or so you pretended. Huh? What do you mean, pretended? Exactly that. We've at Lance watched you escape, then doubled back to his hideout. Boy to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious self. Created his fake prison, the prop sword, and he escaped the Avatcher's way. Hold your tongue, boy. Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of Miss Prosecutor's mouth. Tidal wave. I've heard a lot of come out of you, but I did see a thread of evidence. Like the betrayal and civil detainment. All that could happen while you were out cold. That's right, you were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor. If that were the case, Miss Hopes would have still seen me tied to that beam. I was scared of Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go in the next room. I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, you can't prove a thing. Who said hold it? Who says an issue? Who said that? Oh, hi. Please wait. Mr. Amano. Oh, Miles, my boy, it looks like you're really giving it your all. And it's not good to cause trouble for others. Dad! Let's see, you're the one in charge of the investigation, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, my sins are nothing but trouble. Probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you.
Oh, do you now?
Oh, where do you find this?
Is that what I think it is?
It's the bed badger costume the victim was wearing, and a gun. I'm gonna wait for the police when I found this myself. They're disposed of in the sea. Ah! Is there no one in this country that actually obeys the laws? There, now. Agent Lang, please calm down. What the heck is that scrap of paper? This appears to be a letter from the Chief of Police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What?
The Chief of Police? What the? Just who does he think he is? Person who has authority in this area. Ho ho, there, now. There's no need to be so upset. Not a cut from this land. They're not banned by the laws of your country. No. This wasn't meant to strong argue anything, it's just a request. Well, I ask that you please respect the laws of the land. I can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand. Doesn't matter who found the evidence. Its value remains unchanged. Alright now, let's take a look at the new evidence. I've already got the results back. I did a special forensics lab that I'm good in terms with conducting tests. They verified the blood in this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, my fingerprints I found were yours, Lauren. What? You disappoint me, Miles. I can't believe that you would, because my son just stressed and heartache. Thank goodness I was able to find the final piece of evidence. With this, you have no reason left to push my poor boy around. That's it. Here's your case-breaking piece of evidence. Ha! Be the judge of that.
Well, there's a gun. This be the actual murder weapon. Possibly. And there's the other gun, which I can't look at. There's the bullet hole. Looks kind of burnt around the edges. Wait, those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. It's the most important fact. Why is that? This is proof that the victim was shot at point-blank range. And there's something in the neck. What's this? Look like there's something inside the costume head. Hey, they sparkle. I guess they're really valuable. Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. Why are they in here? Well, these are the most definitive piece of evidence you've ever seen. Thank you, Dad. There's enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there. You know, I'm not so sure. Make no mistake, there are fingerprints of that murderous gun. They prove that it was Lolly that killed Oliver. But Oliver is also Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense. The fingerprints on the weapon, huh? Oh no, this isn't helpful at all. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all you want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch as she takes the punishment for her crimes. Maybe all you can do, however. Still have a case to solve and a job to do. Job unraveling your insidious lie. You wound me. Why won't you believe me even in the face of all that's evidence? Because it's interesting evidence for that. Well, let's see here. The costume is shot point blank. Model gun is still there. Revolver. So look at this bad boy. Found Miss Pulp's fingerprints on this gun. Can you let me hold it for a sec? I shouldn't if you don't know how to handle it. Besides, Miss Pulp's prints are on it. Look, I'm wearing gloves. I'll be okay. I just want to take a look, that's all. Not like I'm gonna run off with it. Only thing is I don't return our treasures. Stealing either one would land you in jail, you know. Can I check, Can I not check, I guess I can't check the bullets fired, which is what I wanted to do, but hey, whatever. There's mirror fragments.
I'm just gonna press this, see where it gets me. Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pulps? There's no mistake about it. Even though my connections are the best friend techniques that money can buy performed. I find it to be a bit particular. What? Are you trying to pick and argue with me? I mean, sure. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pulp's prints should be on that gun, to begin with. The reason why Miss Pulp should not be in the gun is... Oh, you're right. You are definitely right. Because they're wearing costumes. They're wearing costumes. It's simply not possible for Miss Pulp to have left any fingerprints on the murder weapon. Because, while she at the stadium, Miss Pulp's wearing a costume. Huh? But there's been no mistake, we found fingerprints. Oh, Miss Pulp, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time? Ah, yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit, back in the hideout. Handed off to Mr. Deacon and who nights left for the haunted house. Retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. There you have it. That's when Miss Pulp's print found their way under the gun. You understand now, Mr. Amano. The fingerprints do not prove Miss Pulps is the murderer. You still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right? You seem very adamant about insisting your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer. Oh, Lance! What? No way, I'm incredibly worried about her. But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence. What? How? Sorry that Miss Pulps killed the victim at a stage in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true, because he was not the real crime scene but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the same. Because there's glass. There was no glass on the stage. That's the wrong evidence, sorry. I think I know, but it's the right, isn't it? I think it's that, right? Hi, don't mind that. Don't worry about it. I think it's the costume, right? Because it was point blank. If you shot from the stadium, that wouldn't... Yes, okay, good. Let's take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. I believe you will see why SS2 was not shot at the stadium. Because the gunshot wound is too close. The burn around this bullet hole is made when the victim was shot at point blank range. Ah, so then, you mean the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was... Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. The victim was being shot below the stage. There shouldn't be a gunpowder burn. Ah! Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. You seem to know all the answers. Why not tell us where the real crime scene is, then? That set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, the murder was happened prior to that. The only case two nights the victim were at just where I was imprisoned was... It's a haunted house. I think it's unreasonable to assume the murder took place in a haunted house. Haunted house? Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed there. I proved the real murder. The murder was in the thing because of the glass. I was a step ahead. These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. The fragments of a mirror. A mirror? What does that have to do with anything? Indeed, you knew likely expect to find a piece of a mirror inside her costume. Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
There's one place I'm thinking of where there are a plethora of mirror fragments. That is the haunted house. Lance Amano, suppose that you killed Mr. Deacon with the revolver in the haunted house. Because we're playing Clue now. After that, you sold the Blue Badger mobile to move the body to the Wild West area. Tell me when the Blue Badger mobile was stolen. Confirm this is fact. Miles, my boy, say no more. I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I can't do not do that. Be quiet. Yes, please do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Sir, Mr. Amano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Gramps. How dare you? I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And I call the mere bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Sheena, why isn't there a mirror at the kidnapper's hideout? Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house. You see, isn't it possible that the fragments got in the costume there? But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low. Probability? Langsy says, on Truth's path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does definite proof. Question, Mr. Prosecutor, do you have the definitive proof you need? Mr. Edgeworth, do you? Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no. See, so you don't have any. Shut up. I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned in the ransom over. At that time, the only people in the haunted house, besides myself, were Lance and Mr. Deacon. I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, and I can prove Lance's guilt in connection with the murder. What now, Mr. Edgeworth? Agent Lang, I have a special request. Yeah? I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house. Why in the world are you asking with a werewolf for permission? I don't really have a choice. I want to find the truth. Alright, permission granted, but you're not to touch a single thing, got it? That won't be a problem. All important to me that the truth be brought to light. Doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is. Sheena! I'm here. Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately. Understood. I'll go get the Gateway Group's approval. Who else is holding things? Who was that? No. Let's hold on for a second. There is no need to obtain approval. Mr. Amano. Agent Lang, if you would please take another look at this. What is this? Sheena? It's the deed to the haunted house. The deed. Read it out loud. Here, Wonderland Inc. hereby agrees the property known as Haunted House to Mr. Amano for a lump sum of 1 million paid in full in cash. What? As you can see, I'm now the legal owner of the Haunted House. Are you kidding? When did you... I ran to the owner of the park earlier, and we made the deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye. That 1 million you paid, don't tell me it was... Oh, that's right. The disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now. You used the ransom money. But Lynch is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss? What is there to discuss? My permission to enter the haunted house, of course. While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us. Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion. I don't think I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I lose my temper. Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever. I mean, just go in there. Call the chief of police and be like, hey, we need a warrant to search this place that probably has the murder in it, the crime scene in it. Just get us a warrant and we'll just go in. I'm not sure how this all works in Japan, America, exactly. But, like, police have some kind of authority to just go where they want, you know, right? Because there's probably a crime scene in there. Right? Like, fuck your land ownership if there's a murder scene inside. I mean, you know, right? I don't know. Anyway, we'll come back to this next time. So until then.